On July 15th, we are dropping my favorite drop yet. This next drop is going to be called the Shadow Ban drop, and it's a little bit of, I guess, an inside joke for the Instagram fam and people who might follow one of my other pages. Favorite drop yet. We've got this multicam black hat with our new design. We've got this shirt that says redacted, got 5.3 on the back. We got a couple different designs. We've also got reflective patches. You don't know what those are for? Well, if you know, you know. But we've got patches, we've got hats, we've even got multicam black shorts that are super comfortable, super loungy, really awesome as well. We got a cool design on them. We worked hard on this design, and we want to see some love and support. So if you guys can, go to 53supply.com, set your reminders for July 15th, and you guys can cop some of that merch. We also are having a sale on some of our old Fat Daddy's Kitchen merch, so we also have other merch right now available as well. You guys can go pick up. It's a great way to support the channel, but let's get on to the video. So, for starters, I am the only person in the world to be running this kit with a set of 20-inch and 21-inch staggered wheels. It's kind of where I'm gonna go ahead and start there. But here, listen to this, boys. Let's go. Hey, not too bad, right? No, it's not horrible, but this ain't no clapped out Subaru. I am trying to make sure I don't hear this noise ever again. The recommended specs on this body kit is, okay, so when these cars come stock with the 1920 setup, like 19s in the front, 20s in the back. I wanted to do a bigger wheel because I think it just looks more gangster, I don't know. It looks cool. So I wanted to tuck a 20 in the front and a 21 in the rear. My issue is availability. So there's ways to actually calculate your overall tire size and tire height and all that sort of stuff. There are ways to do that, and I did do that, but the problem was limited availability in this size. So like, I have a 2021, a 20 in the front, 21 in the back. The cars that have 21s or 20s in the front, 21s in the back are usually like Porsches. You can do like you talk about Vipers, maybe like you know, Z06 Corvettes, that sort of thing, and they're made for that exact, you know, that exact car. And so what I went for was a sort of Porsche spec, and the tire, the rolling diameter is actually too tall, and it's not actually just rubbing on bumps is not the issue. Like, the car actually drives okay, but like, I'll floor it here in a second, and you'll hear it. When I'm under full throttle, my tires are rubbing something in the back, and we have cut a ton of fender out, and I could probably cut maybe a little bit more, but at the end of the day, the rolling diameter of my new tires is much bigger than it should be. And I also didn't realize how much of a stretch this tire setup would be, so have some fun. Everybody just be looking at this car. I think that's my wife. Hello. So when I go full throttle, it does the big, it squats, and it's not like the worst thing in the world, but it's pretty irritating considering this is a very rare body kit, and it is a nice car. I don't want to feel like I'm driving, you know, just a JDM car that I rub every now and then. Like, I'm used to that on those cars, but on this car, I really don't want that. If you guys don't know, if you guys are used to buying tires that are for 17s or 18s, 16s, 15s, tires get really expensive after 18. So when you start getting into 19s, it gets expensive, but it goes up exponentially. 20s are significantly more expensive than 19s. 21s are significantly more expensive than 20s. And so it ends up being a very big ordeal if you do the wrong thing. And I did in fact do the wrong thing. I made a very expensive mistake. I'm really kind of hoping I can sell these tires that I did first. But that's kind of the issue. I'm the only person in the world with this body kit and with this wheel and tire, with this wheel setup. And so I had to kind of guesstimate. I did a little more math this time around to make sure that it should work. In fact, I'm actually going to be getting a wider tire. The rolling diameter on the fronts and rears will be significantly less. That is my wife. Hello. So it's like barely rubbing. You can kind of hear it. It's barely rubbing, and I think think it honestly might be some of the plastics, hashtag microplastics. It might be plastics. I don't think it's actually rubbing on the aluminum fender anymore, but I still need to lower this thing. So Zohr's coming over right now, and they've helped me out, pick out a really good set of tires. Michelin PS4S's in this size, actually the ones that I want don't exist in the size that I need. I don't actually think they make PS4S's, but in a similar size, it's about $4,500 or $5,000 for the set of tires, for a set of 4. Also, I hope you guys like my 360 cam. This setup is bussin' for real. Oh, here's the biggest issue, right? So I'll show you what happens. So I'm turning my wheel. It gets stuck right here. It's rubbing an aluminum piece of, not subframe, because the offset's so much lower than it was before. The turning radius scrubs a little more, and I have to just show you, honestly. I'm rubbing right now as I'm backing up, and it is painful to hear. I need to make sure I'm backing up onto a ramp. Okay. Let's close this garage, and let's go. To me, Mario. I know it's been a while. I'm sorry for my absence. I've just been taking care of some stuff, and I ended up getting really caught up on one of the ads I was supposed to do, like huge delay, but I'm back. So the biggest issue, like you guys can see, like, I mean, the tire is huge, the wheel's huge. I essentially just need like a half an inch or an inch less of sidewall from top to bottom, and that's pretty much exactly what I'm doing. So this front right here, and yes, I need my center caps. I keep on forgetting to put them on. My fronts don't actually really rub much, but I really need less of a sidewall. In the process of building this kit, or putting this kit together, I did show you guys this. And here, there's an aluminum shroud that kind of like protects, it doesn't really actually provide any structural support, but it kind of protects, I guess it's the intercoolers on the side, but protects these little guys, which I think are actually the intercoolers. When I turn, to a certain extent, it barely rubs, but it rubs. And in the rears as well, I did have Jose cut even more off the top, but I might actually be rubbing right here where you can see the stock. So anyways, if this car does go to SEMA, which we might be at SEMA this year with this car, I will put this thing on a lift, do a little more cutting, refining. I don't really think I need to weld, but I haven't seen exactly how much Jose has cut there. And also I'm going to be detailing this car here very soon. I want to give you guys a little update in the shop. Obviously the K24S 2000 runs, that was one of my last videos. I was about to start putting in the K24 in the Civic, but nobody told me that I needed a EG front subframe. So I need a new cross member. It's kind of just sitting in here right now, and I'm getting this car done, I promise. I'm trying to get into the quarter mile this week, so I've been working on the Civic. I'm doing new brakes, making sure I can actually stop after a quarter mile, because that would be, you know, not fun if I just died at the end of the strip. Civic's bussin'. I love this thing with no bumper. I might just keep it no bumper from now on, because it's still, even though this is a bumper exit exhaust, it still looks tight, so. Wait, what? How?
You didn't see that?
You almost got you in a wreck?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, so you're on that side road. The guy was turning towards you.
Yeah.
And he like slammed on his brakes because he like crawled by you. He had plenty
He wanted
of
to
space,
see, yeah, he wanted to see the car.
But then like I was 2 cars behind him, and the guy in front of me like slammed on his brakes and was watching you.
That's funny. This car's funny. It's not funny. It's actually kind of a hazard on the road. Whenever I'm on the highway, because I drive this car a lot. Whenever I'm on the highway, I'm usually in the right lane. When I'm in the right lane, people will be in the left lane passing me, and then they'll hold up traffic because they want to take videos and pictures of my car. I don't know how many camera rolls this car is on, but it's a lot at this point, and it's astounding, and it's really cool. People love this car so much, but it has been sort of a traffic hazard, and but I mean, that's your problem, not mine. So anyways, Zohr's gonna be here in a minute. Big thanks to them for helping me out sourcing some tires. I actually got some really sticky P0s for the rear, and they should be shorter and actually wider, so the stance should be just way better, because I don't really like the whole, I'm not really a fan of the whole stretchy thing. Let me check them out. Oh boy.
Got you some beefies.
Oh boy, those are chonky. Holy crap, dude. This is nuts. Ooh. The thing that's kind of shoddy or dicey about the world of tires is, for instance, Pirellis, statistically, I've seen them be pretty not off in size, but they're not as accurate as some other brands might be sometimes. Like Pirelli's 255 might not be as wide as Bridgestone's or Michelin's, you know. Michelin's are pretty true to size. I'm not saying anything bad about Pirelli at all, but it's also kind of hard because, you know, if you calculate your tire size, these still might be a little bit taller, or the tread might not be as wide as like the Michelin counterpart, like I said, the Bridgestone or something along those lines. And also, like I said, because this is a 20 and 21, I have such limited availability. I gotta use what I got. I can't really do much about it. You can kind of see here where I'm rubbing. It's not a huge deal, it's just kind of rubbing paint off. So the old tire in the front was a 265/35, and I went with a 275/30. So it should be a little bit wider, and you know, by the math, whenever you use a tire calculator, it ends up being, I want to say, I think 7/10 or 8/10 of an inch shorter. So that's like 18-20 mil shorter, and so it's a little thinner sidewall, which is totally fine, but also a little wider stance, which I want. The rears are super special. These are 325. These are 325/30s. I went with a 355/25. Plus, these are not sticky tires. Doesn't really matter because this car doesn't make super crazy power yet, but I'd like to get an upgraded turbo setup on this car and make around 1,000 eventually. So that would be kind of cool. Long-term car, keeping it forever, unless somebody pays me whistling diesel money for this. We love our boys over at Zohr, guys. Damn. Let's see, oh yeah, that rolling diameter is gonna be much better. Oh, that's gonna be nice. It's got a wall around it now, so I don't have to hit freaking curves or anything. Perfect. Not that I would anyways. Take these off. Stop driving around with these things on. Crossing my fingers, please be perfect. It looks so good. It's perfect now, but now I need to actually, I'm gonna have to take the fenders off. Any companies that make fiberglass body kits, they always add like a lip to their fenders, I guess just for structural rigidity while it's drying, but I'm gonna have to cut the inside of this out. This actually is not too bad. I think Jose cut some of that out, but I'm gonna have to cut this out and just make it as thin as possible. So I'll probably, if anything at this point, I might actually barely rub on the fender itself, but that's okay because I have a lot of room, especially in the fronts. I have a lot of room to cut away, like right here. Like I've got like a freaking 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch of lip. Bro, I might need to raise the car. I think I might actually need to raise the car now. I need to just cut out some more here, but I think I just need to raise the car because this is way lower than I thought it was gonna be. Like the front is pretty good right now. You can see it's got like a nice little gap. Hey babe, what you think?
And that's with pressure on it.
Good morning. Hi.
I just woke up, y'all.
So this actually should be good, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna, that back is gonna rub like crazy for now. It still barely touches, but it's not nearly as bad. Oh, okay. These tires are a lot stickier. I can hear it picking up stuff. I can't get out of my driveway. I scrape. Oh, I scrape. All right. Oh, scrape, here we go. Okay, yeah, this is good. The tires make a lot more noise now. And I'm definitely barely rubbing the fender, which is fine because all I have to do is just cut that little piece out. It's actually surprisingly not rubbing horribly. Let's see what happens here. Not bad. actually really good. Let's go. I'm actually barely rubbing too. You can hear it, and eventually it'll probably rub all of it off, but let's go. I don't know how it's not rubbing more because we're literally like that close to the fender. Oh my God, it's so meaty. I gotta pull over and get a picture of this. This is insane right now. Oh my God, dude, it's so wild. Oh, it's so freaking wild, dude. Dude, this fitment is mad. Yeah, you can already see it kind of trying to rub off, but it's actually perfect. It's fine. Holy crap, dude. Yeah, this car is 10 times better now. Holy crap, dude. Man, I wish you guys could see this thing in person. I need to bring this out to a meet sometime because like, it's not the same at all. Oh my God, it's so sick. This car is so awesome. It does do that little bit of rubbing. That actually might be on the fender. I don't think I'm rubbing that little aluminum piece now. This is amazing. I'm happy, guys. I'm happy. I'm not happy that I had to make a mistake this expensive, but at least it ended up being good. These tires are grippy as hell, too. Woo! Dude, just trim that fender away a little bit. I don't even think I need to raise it. It probably wouldn't hurt to raise it like 1/4 of an inch, but unreal is what this car is. Unreal. And I'm super happy to have like actual some meat on this car right now. I really was not a fan of the stretching. I really didn't think that the tires would have stretched as much as they did, so I'm definitely happy about the new stance and how it sits. Oh God, look at this. That's low. Front's great. It doesn't rub. The rears, obviously it's gonna rub because it's like that, but I'm not gonna pop my tire if I hit it too big of a bump. As long as I just get in here and thin some of this out. This side actually doesn't rub a lot, the other one does, so I might, like I said, I might like raise it 1/4 inch or something, because that is like, that's not even a 1 finger gap, and I'm static. Honestly, that might be my end game, because you can kind of see on the front I have a slight gap right here. That's like a 1.5 finger gap or so. So might just raise it up since this is a daily, and then, you know, I don't know, maybe when if I do go to SEMA or something like that, I'll slam it on its nuts. And I think it's all the way, like on these KWs, it's all the way low right now. Dude, hold on. Look at this meat, dude. I just made a crazy TikTok, but look at this meat. Look at that. Look at this stance now. The wide angle doesn't help how big the wing looks right now, but I promise it's actually like, but dude, I love it. I seriously, I love it. This is amazing. This is so good. Like, I don't really like stretchy, stancy stuff. If you're gonna do stance, I think you should have a little bit of girth on your tire. I think that looks good. I think we did it, boys. Guys, my daily advice for you guys is, this is not my advice, but guys, we're all gonna die, okay? You're gonna die one day. It is okay to rest, to stop going full send in 2,000 miles an hour for even a week. We live in a culture right now where it's filled with people on YouTube who do, you know, the absolute utmost, and it's all about accomplish this, accomplish that, more. People get so caught up on like building their brand. Like, this is my brand. I don't sleep. I grind. Like, first off, nobody cares. That's horrible for you to not sleep. And second off, like, this ain't coming with me when I'm dead, bro. The house, that's not what you do here on earth with your time and with your money is more important than your brand. Like, you're gonna die, and eventually, like, and then no, it then doesn't matter. So if you spent your time here on earth doing the right things and taking care of yourself, you might actually make more of an impact than somebody who's a YouTube star right now. They've got all the money in the world, has no idea what to do with it. They kind of went on a couple different rabbit trails, but the point is, it's okay to rest. People will tell you it's not okay to rest. Like, you have to wake up at 5 a.m. and you have to work till 3 a.m. That's not true. It's literally not true. It is absolutely not true. You could absolutely be very successful without having the stupidest, most irresponsible sleep schedule possible. You can do it without neglecting your family and friends. You can do it without killing yourself at the age of 35. Rest if you have to, guys. There's no shame in taking a day off from your brand. in the grand scheme of things, it's not gonna make that big of a deal. I've been off YouTube for like 2 weeks now, and you know, it hurts me because like I know I'm gonna be making like significantly less money, but it is what it is. If I need to rest, I need to rest. You know, if it's the middle of the week and I want to play freaking Tarkov video games all day long because I need some R&R, if I want to go to the range or something like that, do it. It's okay to take a day off. Now, don't take every day off and be a lazy bum. Have confidence and rest assured that you taking a day off from your incredible grind is okay. Don't be guilty for it. Don't feel guilty. I feel guilty whenever I take a day off, and I guess this is natural, but don't be, guys. Also, hope you guys love this car. I love this car so much. It is my favorite of all time ever. I will see you guys next video. Make sure you guys check out 5-3 Supply. We've got some new merch, or we got a restock on merch. We got a new drop coming soon. And I've got all my discount codes and stuff like that that you guys can use to support the people that help support me. Love you guys, and I'll catch you guys next video. Peace out. Hey, I have 2 videos for you guys to watch, and listen, you should watch them, please. But seriously, like, it helps me a ton if you do watch those videos, and you know, it helps me if you just keep watching my videos. Also, I love you. Bye.